Man, what it is, y'all, man. You know, we back in the woods. Me and Paul, we been out here for half an hour already. I had made another previous video, but I didn't really feel the direction that it was going, and I kind of was all over the place. So I'm redoing it, and this thing y'all see, we had a little snow earlier today. Sun came out, back cold again. It's probably like 30 something degrees right now, but it feels good. I love it, you know. So yeah, I'm just out here working with Capone on his off leash training, and you know, he's doing great. It ain't even, it's, you know, at this point it ain't even training. It's just letting him just do him, you know. But you know, our previous video, I was just getting that us being in tune with our mind and body and our soul, man, and keeping that in tune and keeping that healthy, you know, as we approach these holidays. And you know, we lost a lot of people in 2020 and prior to 2020, and more people going, you know, we still have another month, you know, and it's just important that we keep our spirits high, man. We don't let these holidays and all of this take us to dark places, man. I'm seeing a lot of people committing suicide. I'm just seeing a lot of things, and I think it's important that you are aware of the things that you're taking in, you know, and you allow to accept as the norm, because we are in a spiritual warfare, you know, and a lot of people aren't happy, you know. I'll be looking at certain people and females, and I'll be like, man, you beautiful, why are you tripping, you know? And then I forget, you know, this is just a shell, you know. This is just a shell that we have. Who we are is inside, you know. It's inside of us. So if that part of you ain't right, then nothing's gonna feel good to you, you know. So it's important that we keep our minds in tune, man, and we keep our minds strong, and we remember, you know, what the things that made us happy, and you know, the sacrifices that our ancestors made for us to be where we are today. You know, no matter what part of the spectrum you're from, you know, if you're black, if you're white, Hispanic, Asian, whatever, Native, you know, there was a sacrifice that was made for you to be who you are today, and you should never forget that, and you should honor them by living the best life that you, living the best life that you could live. Because this is all as far as I know, this is all we get. You know, my personal beliefs are my personal beliefs. You know, I do believe in reincarnation. I do believe that, you know, we do return and we do come back, but you won't be aware of that. But that's neither here nor there. I don't want to get into my personal feelings and beliefs, but you know, I think we have to live and stop focusing on the things that we can't change. You know, we can't fix racism. We can't fix, you know, we can't fix everything. We only have a certain amount of time, and in that time, we're impacting so many other people's lives. You know, our children, our family, our friends, you know, and you don't get old by mistake. You know what I mean? So the older you get, the more knowledge you have to be willing to give to others, you know? be willing to share insight with others, because we everything is about growing. Life is about growing, man. I grew up in New York, surrounded by buildings and poverty and all of the worst things you could imagine. You know what I mean? And I've grown, man. I've grown, and I think a lot of times it even shocks other people that know me and that grew up with me, and they're just like, damn, now I'm in Ohio, in the suburbs. You know what I mean? I'm not rich or nothing like that, but I'm doing better. I'm improving. My life is constantly improving. I'm not staying stagnant. I'm not stuck. My next plans is to gain some land, maybe still in Ohio. I don't really think so. My heart is telling me to leave, but I have a lot of obligations that I still have left here in Ohio. I have a home that I'm, working on and getting together. So when I do leave Ohio, I can rent it out. And so I'm working on shit. You know what I mean? I'm and at the same time, I'm still growing spiritually. And so I find myself losing a lot of people, not through death, but just losing them in the mental. I'm not feeling them. You know what I mean? I just see that we're in a spiritual war, and you have to watch the people that you allow in your circle, because at some point in time, I'm not gonna be here, and those people may have to tell my story or be a support for my children, etc., etc. And if you ain't got the right message, I don't even want you around my family or even knowing my family, because you just ain't you're not doing me no favor. You know what I mean? I don't make a lot of excuses for myself. I try to constantly grow despite whatever the fuck is being thrown at me, because I've always had to. I wasn't always, I ain't no super tall motherfucker. I wasn't always the biggest motherfucker. I was always a skinny dude most of my life. I'm the oldest brother, so I didn't have nobody. If things got crazy, I didn't have nobody that I could call and have my back. So I'm used to dealing with things by myself. Let me get a picture of myself. So which I'm cool with that. I enjoy that. I love that, because I see the harm that it does to other people. When they have so many other people's thoughts and opinions in their head, that how it stunts them. They're stuck in wherever they live. It could be, they know it's not a good situation for them, but there's so-and-so is here, so this person is here, but they're not helping you with shit. I see you complaining about your bills, and you ain't got nobody to watch your child, and so what the fuck are you holding on to these people for if they're not even beneficial to you, to your mind, your body, and your soul? You know what I mean? And so I just love that. I've never had those type of handicaps in my life where I was really worried about other people and them and who's there for me and who's not, who's the fake friend. And I don't give a fuck about all that. I don't really deal with too many people. I stay focused on my children, my family. And And that's really it, man. I just stay focused on them two things. My family, myself, God, my dogs. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my main things, bro. Like, you ain't gonna see me worried about really shit else. Because those are the things that make me happy. Those are the things that I'm responsible for. You know, I'm not responsible for another person's happiness. You know, I don't want to be stuck with that burden. You know what I mean? And I try to get that through to everybody. You know, you carrying too much weight. You know what I'm saying? Other people struggle, man. And, you know, I get it. I see all the things that's going on. But that don't mean I got to carry all that shit with me every day. That don't mean I'm going to sit there and live in fear. And all the police killing. I'm not going to worry about, I can't live with that type of fear, bro. I'm living my fucking life. And whenever it's up, it's up. You know, but I ain't gonna sit there and be worried about all this shit, because when we die, we don't take none of that with us. Only thing we take with us is our spirit. And it goes, and we go into whatever we go into from there. So y'all need to just keep your mind focused on yourself, your family, you know, your happiness, getting your spirit in order with God, you know, getting your spirit in order with yourself, being able to look at yourself in the mirror and be happy with the person that you are, not the person everybody wants you to be. Be happy with the person that you are, man, because this shit go fast, man. I done seen about 3 or 4 people this month commit suicide, you know? And it's just like, man, you better get in tune with yourself, G. You better find yourself, you know? Stop looking at other people to rescue you from your spiritual happiness. You know, This right here make me happy. Just being with my dogs, working with them, watching the process of them growing, you know. Man, that's just a whole nother journey in itself, man. I could tell you all type of crazy stories about that, about my dogs and the ups and downs of having these dogs and breeding them, and you know, just how that goes. Maybe one day I'll drop a video on that, just letting you know, man, the ups and downs of the dog game, and you know, the doubt that comes with that, and you know, the cost and just all the shit that it entails, man. There's so much to this shit, man. But I love it. You know, it's better than selling drugs, and you know, there's a happiness that I found with this shit that is better than anything that I ever done. You know, it's just better for me spiritually, for my spirit. I feel happy, man, that I'm doing some shit that I always wanted to do. I don't think there's no better happiness for anybody to do something that you always wanted to do, a dream that you always had, and making it happen, and it, you know, I don't think there's no better feeling. You know, I'm gonna have my first official litter coming in 2021, and I can't wait. You know, some days I just wake up And I just look at my dogs and I'm like, damn, look how I'm starting, look how I'm coming in the game, you know? So just start focusing on yourself, focusing on your dreams, man, focusing on your happiness. Find yourself, find your niche, find out a way how you can profit off of it and start doing it little by little, you know? I was working 10, 12-hour days and just busting my ass. I come home some days, well, some nights rather, because I shit working day and night. And I couldn't even walk. I couldn't even walk my dogs. You know, that's how physically tired I was. And mentally tired just from all of the stress of dealing with the people there and the toxic environment that, you know, having a job causes people to, all of the competition that, you know, all of the dumb shit that come with working with a bunch of people that don't have a out, you know. So they looking at themselves as like, man, I'm stuck here till I'm 65. And it's like, damn, that's a horrible way to look at life, you know. Where me, it's like, shit, where could I go? You know? They say, hey, the day's gonna be short, we don't got work. I'm the first motherfucker out the door, you know? And they couldn't understand why I wasn't thirsty like they was thirsty. But I kept telling them, it's like, dog, I got a much bigger plan than this. This is just a stepping stone for me, you know? These is dudes older than me, had more skills than me, and all that. And, you know, I'm telling them all of the different things that I'm doing to make money outside of the job. And the only things they had in their mind is just working until they 65. And it's like, dog, look at the world we live in, and you don't even know if you're going to live that fucking long. You know? Growing up in the hood, for damn sure, we don't know how long we got. So I can't think about when I'm 65. I'm thinking about now, today. You know, what am I going to do right now to change my situation? So I thank God. I guess I got to thank God for being and living in that situation, man, and living in a do or die situation where I knew I can't rely on nobody keeping me at no job. And, you know, that shit is so far out of my mind. You know, I'm about to start working a part-time job and full-time focusing on my dogs and my other ventures that I'm entering. And that's it, dog. Like, from here on out, I'm cool. You know, I just want to keep building my brand. And that's all I'm worried about at this point. I'm not going to be building another motherfucker's legacy you know, till I'm 65. While 65, shit, I'm damn near checking out. So that's just my advice to all of y'all, man. Find your niche, find your lane, work at that shit. It's not going, may not immediately make a profit, but work on it. You know, work at it, research, do all of those things, and make a plan. Hey, in 6 months, in a year, I'm going to start doing this. Because we never know when the next situation is going to come. When we get locked down or we have a world, you know, a war or whatever the fuck could happen, man. And you're stuck. You know? You see how this country feel about helping the citizens. So, hey, put up. Come on, boy. Come on, Pop. Hey, come on. Come on, boy. This punk. He bad as hell. He like, damn, I'm across the water. You had to do that, huh? Come on. Crazy little boy. Look at his ass. He's funny as hell for that. Look at this fool. Come on. Yo, he tripping. Come on, boy. Come on. Badass little baby. Yeah. Oh, man. That's a trip. He funny as hell, man. But yeah, like I said, man, I ain't gonna hold y'all up too long, man. That's just the moral of my shit, man. It's find your purpose, man. Find your focus. You know, there's a world out here, man, beyond what's going on here in America. And everybody's looking for something, you know. Living in America, we are one of the most looked at countries in the world. You know, we have a lot of talented people, man, but a lot of motherfuckers don't profit off of their talent. They let another person exploit it, and they make the money, and then you turn around and get mad at them. And because you don't see the entrepreneur in yourself, you don't see the businessman or woman in yourself, you know, take advantage. You got a story, you got all type of things that you can contribute, man, you know, to make money. It don't gotta be a ton of money. You ain't gotta be no millionaire, but at least profit off of the things that you gotta say, your opinion, whatever the case may be, man. You know, I'm out. I love y'all. I'll be back again in a minute. I'm gonna take Des out, work with her, get her out here, let her run a little bit, and maybe I'll drop a video, maybe I won't. I don't know yet, but you know, if I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. I just want y'all to be cool out here, man. Be safe. Focus on yourself. Focus on your mind, your body, and your soul, man, and getting that shit together, you know. Peace.